Pittsburgh Penguins. This is gonna be a fun video for you guys. Hey, what's up, guys? This is Wild Rocky, and welcome to Postgame. Day number 21 has just ended. Big 12-game slate and a lot of good games. Couple upsets too. So I'm gonna get straight into the reviewing. But first, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss out every single day. I post videos every single day, so you don't miss out on those videos. So let's get straight into this video, guys. All right. We're starting on the Pittsburgh Penguins versus the Boston Bruins at home in Pittsburgh. Penguins were absolutely smacking the Bruins 5-2. We scored 3 in a minute 50. We were like, yeah, we got this. But then we remembered, oh, we're Pittsburgh. We don't got this. We're going to throw. We're at 5-2. You know what I mean? We're just gonna let you have the puck. We'll watch and we'll just try to defend. Offense, nah. Power play in overtime? Nah. Bruins, you want to score? Here you go. Tristan Jarry, you want me to say this? Nah. Fucking Penguins, man. We do this every time. We were at 5-2. I was like, okay. We're looking good. We're back, baby. Then I was like, hold up a second. We're Pittsburgh. It ain't a free win. You know what I mean? Nothing's a free win. We could be up 17-0. I'd still be like, oh. There'll be 2 minutes left in the game. And I'd be like, there's a chance. You know what I mean? There's a chance we throw this. And that's exactly what we did tonight. Bruins, they're 9-1 now. I thought the Penguins take down the best team in the NHL, but boy, was I wrong. Disappointing to the Penguins. Home fans, I'm sorry if you went there. You guys were hype of 5-2. We were ecstatic. Then we lose it. It is what it is. Penguins, they do this every single year in the beginning of the year. So I'm not too worried about it, but it's just very annoying. You know what I mean? It's just very annoying. That's like your NHL players. It's a veteran team. It'd be different if we were the Ducks or the Sabres. It'd be different. Younger team, they make mistakes. We're in our 30s. We're about to be 40 years old. Our core. That cannot be happening, guys. That cannot be happening. But I've spent too much time on the Penguins because they don't deserve the spotlight. Up next is the Dallas Stars versus the Los Angeles Kings. I did expect this. I did call this on my predictions, actually. I called a shutout. But hey, Dallas Stars will take the win for sure. Wedgwood did okay. He did okay. He did his thing. And once again, we don't know what King team we're going to get every single game. And we didn't get the great one like they have in the last couple games. So that it's okay. But a huge W for the Stars, honestly. They need to maybe try to rack up these W's without Onger, because Onger's the guy. And if he's not there, they can't win. Then, you know what I mean? They have no confidence in the goalie. But hey, Wedgwood is playing good. So maybe they can get some confidence in him. And they can start maybe making a streak without Onger in that. Up next is the Oilers versus the Predators in Edmonton. And Edmonton's rolling right now. They're rolling. But once again, guys, I love how you put up a lot of points. I did call it. I did call McDavid and Draisaitl putting up a lot of points. You can go check it out in my prediction video. I did say that. And it was a 7-4 game. They put up a lot of goals, right? But the 4, Campbell, man, he's not looking great. I know you guys think this too. Campbell's not looking great, but you're winning. So you probably don't care, because it'd be different if you're losing and he was doing bad. Then you have to like spotlight on him, but at least you're winning. You know what I mean? At least you're winning. And Edmonton, you can score a lot of goals. So if you can, I don't know if you can do this in playoff time, because playoff games are a little different than this, but yeah, Predators, either way, you guys are horrible. What happened to you guys? I was so high on you guys. I was so high. And it is just not looking, it's just not working out. At least you guys scored. Which is a positive for me. But Saros is better than this. He's better than 7 goals against. But obviously, this powerhouse of an offense, sometimes they're going to score 7 on you. It is what it is. Up next is the Minnesota Wild versus the Montreal Canadiens. And it was a big win for Minnesota. After they lost their last game, they needed to step up and win the next one right away instead of making it a loser streak like they did in the beginning of the season. So it was a huge win for the Wild. They needed this for sure. And Montreal, I like their team. I like how young they are. And hey, they're getting better. And you're going to lose some games. Obviously, you're not going to make playoffs, but you just need to keep improving with Safkowski and Caulfield and Suzuki and all those young guys. You just need to keep making them better. And yeah, I think it was a good game in general, and Wild, they got the W. Up next is the New Jersey Devils versus the Vancouver Canucks. What are we looking at with the Devils here? Is this a playoff team? They're scoring. They have like the best offense in the NHL right now. Who is this? Is this Colorado? Is this the new Colorado? Like what? Like what's happening? What's happening? They're getting goaltending, which is crazy for me to say for a New Jersey team. They're getting goaltending, and they're scoring in all cylinders, which is something you don't say about a New Jersey Devils team, which is whatever. Hey, props to them. They're getting the W's. Honestly, this is a hard place to play. Vancouver lost a lot in a row, right? 0-7 basically. And they got 2 wins in a row. So I was like, okay, they're going to create a streak. They're going to create a streak against a really good Devils team right now. And nope, Devils said, no, this is our streak. And they kept it up. They kept it up. Devils are looking good right now. And see if they can keep it consistent, because a lot of lower end teams do step up in the beginning where the top teams are trying to figure out the new players, stuff like that. So maybe this is just the beginning of the season thing. I still don't think they make playoffs, but hey, it's better than I thought already. So Devil fans, I know you're hype, but just don't get in your head too much, because it's still a long way to go. So you just need to keep this up. If you can keep this up, playoffs are coming. They're calling your name. Up next is the New York Rangers versus the Philadelphia Flyers. I was expecting a high scoring game. 1-0. And Flyers really didn't get too many shots. Shesterkin got the shutout. He only got, 19, 18 saves, something like that. But good defense by the Rangers, by the way. Good defense. They deserve to win this game. And Carter Hart, he just stood on his head. That's what he's been doing. I told you guys. I keep saying this every time the Flyers win or he plays good. Carter Hart plays good when there's good defense in front of him. They're playing pretty good defense in front of him right now. And yeah, I don't know what happened to him, but Carter Hart is playing as a top 5 goalie right now. I'm not saying he's top 5, but he's playing like a top 5 goalie right now. And this is why the Flyers are doing so good. They'll take this point. This is a tough place to play in MSG, especially when the Rangers have been struggling. They've been struggling to score recently. And this is a big win for them, though. They needed these 2 points because Metro's getting tight. A lot of teams are winning right now, but this is a good win against a division rival as well. And hey, this was a goalie game, and Rangers, they won the goalie game. Up next is the Tampa Bay Lightning versus the Ottawa Senators. And Tampa Bay won 4-3. Ottawa really didn't have that many shots on net. They had 15 to 35 on Tampa Bay. And Vasilevsky didn't look great. Obviously, 3 goals on 15 shots is not the greatest, but once again, they'll take the W. This is a tough team to play. They have not been great recently in Ottawa. They have not been good, but playing a very good Tampa Bay team who's getting better. They've been getting better recently. They started slow, but they're getting better. They're still not the top. They're not like their former selves. They're not there yet, but will they get there? Who knows? Kucherov is scoring a lot, which is they like. Their superstars are scoring. And Vasilevsky usually has been making the saves, but today was a little weak one, but hey, it is what it is. They got the W. And yeah, they'll take this for sure. They'll take this home win. Up next is the Vegas Golden Knights versus the Washington Capitals. Vegas won this game in overtime. Another win for the Vegas Golden Knights. 5 in a row, I'm pretty sure. And now they're 9-2. They're basically right there with Boston with 9 wins. And Vegas, man. Vegas. By the way, their OT is nasty. Eichel is just a different man. And he's scoring on all cylinders this season. He is showing the NHL that he is back. And it wasn't just a fluke what he did in Buffalo, because hey, he's doing it and he's putting it in the net for the Vegas Golden Knights. This was a good game. I actually enjoyed this game. Capitals look pretty good, honestly, in my opinion. But Vegas scored a late third period goal, forced it to overtime, and they took advantage of it. And they do what they do. Shea Theodore, I think it was, in overtime to score it, which is awesome for the Knights to get the depth going. Because Shea Theodore, if he can start rolling, the Knights are going to be even more dangerous. And this team's rolling, man. This team's rolling. Thompson got another win, which is awesome for the Knights, because he needs that confidence, because if he doesn't get confidence, he's not going to do good. And he has all the confidence in the world right now, and the Knights are rolling. Up next is the San Jose Sharks versus the Anaheim Ducks. High scoring game out in California. And yeah, Erik Karlsson is having a career year right now. Just got a hat trick, his first career hat trick. Does he have 10 goals? He might even have 10 goals right now. That's crazy. He has a lot more than most forwards right now, which is absolutely nuts. But they did lose in a shootout, though. They lost in a shootout, and that kind of spoils his hat trick. He did get a 4.9 as well, but Karlsson's playing like his former Ottawa self, best defenseman in the NHL. But he's nasty. But the Ducks did get a well-needed victory. They needed this. For sure. It's a tough place to play when your division rivals like this. It is tough, and they pulled it out. Not great goaltending on either side, but hey, they'll take the point, Sharks, because they really need the points. They need points right now. They've been dropping a lot, and same with the Ducks, and they'll they needed the double point for sure. They needed the 2 points for sure. Up next is the Arizona Coyotes versus the Florida Panthers. Arizona, they won at home, baby. They beat, honestly, it was a tough schedule at home. Tough Jets, who are a very good team, Rangers, and the Panthers. That's a tough schedule at home for the first couple games, but they brought it to them and they won this game 3-1. I mean, it's tough for, honestly, Panthers. That's tough though. That's tough because they've been playing pretty good. Arizona has, and their goaltending has been there at home these last couple games. That's a tough thing to make it 3 in a row, to have Arizona lose. That's tough. I think they were destined to lose this game. I feel like it was a trap game for Florida, and it happened. So it is what it is. You're not going to lose every single game to Arizona, but I bet you if they played this game 10 times, they probably win 8 or 9 times. That today was not their day, and it is what it is. You got to give props to Arizona. Up next is the Calgary Flames versus the Seattle Kraken. I did not expect this, guys. I expected Calgary to defend home ice, and they did not. Seattle 5-4, 5 goals on home ice. It's Calgary. That's not good. That is not good at all. The third period in this game was wild. 5 goals, and Seattle scored the last 3. That cannot happen on home ice if you're the Flames, if I'm being honest. I know the goalies. I don't know who was in net for the Kraken. I've never even heard of the guy before. But I know you had Vladar in net. It was not Markstrom. I bet you if Markstrom in net, maybe things don't happen. But you got to play who you have. You got to play around who you have. And being up 4-2 in the third period with basically the entire thing to go. You scored 2 quick ones back-to-back in the third to start it. You got to keep that. You know what I mean? You got to keep the momentum. You have all the momentum in the world. Scoring 2 the first minute, basically, of the third period. You got to have that momentum. You give the Kraken 3 goals in the third. Cannot happen in the span of 5 minutes. Not good for them. But Kraken, I'm sorry. You guys have been pretty solid recently. You have been pretty solid. Pacific's open. I'm telling you, Pacific is open. You just beat a very good Pacific team. So maybe wild card is there because Central it's been close, but it's not. All these teams aren't doing good right now. So like you could go ahead of the Blues right now. You could hop ahead and maybe sneak in late in the season if you keep winning these games. So that was a big morale win. Honestly, you needed this. That's a big locker room win right there. The boys are buzzing. And the last game of the night is gonna be the Chicago Blackhawks. I feel like every single game they play is at home, by the way, versus the New York Islanders. Islanders won 3-1. I did call this. I expected Islanders to win this game. I feel like they play a tough game and Chicago wouldn't be ready for it. And that's exactly what happened. 3-1 Islanders. And Barzal still didn't score. 9 million. Not really much to say, but it is what it is. Good win by the Islanders. All right, guys, that is going to be this video. Please drop a like, subscribe if you guys did enjoy it all. Much love. Thank you for being here, and subscribe, motherfuckers.